So, this is That Album Reviewer Guy, Nathan here with another review. Today, Lacuna Coil's album, Broken Crown Halo. And this is Lacuna Coil's 7th album, and it's the last one to feature drummer Cristiano Mozzati and guitarist Cristiano Migliore. And they both retired from the band on February 14th of this year, after all the recording for the album was complete. Yeah. This album was... Well, I'll get into that. I'll get into how I think it was after I go through it track by track. Nothing Stands in Our Way was a nice, heavy track to open the album with. Zombies, meh. It's alright, I guess, but nothing really stands out in it. Same with Hostage to the Light, but I'm not going to say they're bad tracks, they're decent. Victims, solid track that I like, but I wouldn't call it one of my favorites. But it does feature Lacuna Coil's signature sound, but yeah, it's good. Not my favorite though, not one of them. Then we get into my least favorite, Die and Rise. Yep. The first time I heard this, I thought it was okay. Then I actually listened to it again and again, and I found it to be pretty boring. Definitely the worst song on the album, in my opinion. No doubt about that. Sorry about that. But I Forgive But I Won't Forget Your Name is a pretty catchy tune that could definitely get stuck in your head after a few listens. And the chorus, nicely sung by Christina, and Andrea sings the verse as well. And this song almost makes up for the previous track, Die and Rise. Almost, but not quite. Cybersleep, another good song, but again, I wouldn't call it one of my favorites. Haunting track, though. And it has fairly instrumentals for the most part. Fairly mellow. Did I say that? Mellow? Fairly mellow instrumentals is what I meant to say. Infection. Another boring song. I couldn't get into it at all. Almost as boring as Die and Rise, but not quite. I Burn in You has like an Asian music style intro. Hopefully you know what that means. And it goes into heavier instrumentals. And that leads into softer instrumentals for the first verse. And it's a bit slow, but it's not terrible. I wouldn't say I like it, but I wouldn't say I hate it either. It's alright. In the end, I Feel Alive. Pretty grooving track. It's easy for me to get into. And finally, One Cold Day is a good track to end the album with. It's a nice slow song. And it is dedicated to the deceased former band member, Claudio Leo, who passed away late last year, I think. Mediocre album. All in all. Very mediocre. That's pretty much it. It's a mediocre album. I don't know what else to say about it. Favorites, Nothing Stands in Our Way, I Forgive But I Won't Forget Your Name, In the End I Feel Alive, and One Cold Day. Least favorites, Die and Rise and Infection. Those are just very boring songs. Very boring. You know, I like Lacuna Coil and all, but this album was mediocre. It wasn't good, it wasn't bad, it was okay. Not the best album, not the worst. But hopefully they improve on their future works. For this album, it gets a 6.5 out of 10. And next review I'm going to do is the Chevelle La Gargola, or however you pronounce that album. And Black Label Society's Catacombs of the Black Vatican's coming up. Devil You Know's album, which I can't remember the name right now, but that's coming up. So on and so forth. Well, thank you for watching this review. That Album Reviewer Guy, signing off.